Well, hello and welcome back to Fitness Friday with Johnny Tiger. The date is November 8th, 2024. And today we're going to kick off our return daily video with something that honestly I don't even know if I can do myself. Um, we're going to do some one-legged deadlift, but we're going to lead up to that. I'm going to show you guys how you can train yourself to build up to that. Okay, because honestly, a lot of people have problem with one-legged deadlift because this is not just about weight. This is about balance, and we have to handle heavy weight and then trying to balance is a bit of an exercise. Now, why do we do one-legged deadlift? Why is it important to do one-legged deadlift? Because this is where your muscles, your calf, your ankle, your knee, really have to uh, be tested, and you will find out where you need extra work, where are you weak, where is it that you need more work on. When you do deadlift, the primary reason for us to why deadlift is so important because it teaches you how to pick things off the ground. Okay, I mean, let's look at what the regular deadlift is you hinge forward at the waist with your feet shoulder width apart. You hinge forward at the waist, push your butt back. Okay, do not round your back. Your back should be as straight as possible, so you should only hinge at the hip. Okay, plant your heel into the ground, hinge at the hip, bend down, grab your dumbbell or barbell, and then come up. When you come up, you're not lifting with your arm, you're pushing with your leg. Okay, that is where most of the power is. It's going that push with your leg and your glute and all that stuff. This is a very valuable exercise for activating your core, activating the big muscles, your legs and your glutes, so you can pick up heavy weight without hurting yourself. Now, that's for deadlift. One-legged deadlift is even harder, and this will teach you how to maintain good balance while engaging your core and your big useful muscles. At the same time, help you fine tune the smaller muscles in your ankle, in your calf, your knee, your leg. So sometimes if let's say you need to pick up something heavy, but you don't necessarily have the room for that proper posture, you can still get it done by just planting the one leg rather than two legs. Now, a lot of people say, so what is the most difficult part of a one-legged deadlift? Well, the most difficult part is a lot of people do it when they're not ready to. Okay, this is something that you really need to train your body to do. It's not like picking up a heavy weight. Okay, this is something that you need to be coordinated and flexible and all that stuff. So first, we'll start by doing some staggered stance, staggered leg deadlift, because this is the step one to lead up to single leg deadlift. Rather than having your feet shoulder width apart and even, when you do stagger leg deadlift, you will kick one leg back, so most of your weight is on the front foot. The back foot only there for balance. From this position, you hinge forward with weight, come up. Hinge forward, 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 come up. By the way, your standing leg should have a slight bend in it. Don't lock out your knee, but don't bend it too much either. Because if you bend it too much, then you're activating the wrong muscle for this. Okay, so that standing leg should have maybe like a 30-degree bend in it. Now, once you get used to doing your stagger stance deadlift, try doing that by holding the weight in just one hand and the hand that is not the forward leg. So if I have my left foot forward, I'm going to grab the weight in my right hand. So when I reach down, when I hinge down, I'm going to almost twist a little bit. So the weight in my right hand is going to touch my left shin, and then I'm going to stand back up. So it's like this. Hinge and reach. 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 Okay? Your arm is not really doing anything. It's all from the leg and the hip. Now, once we're comfortable with our stagger stance deadlift, we're going to try the single leg deadlift. But at first, we're going to do this without weight in our hand. Okay? So, how do we do this? I'm going to stand with most of my weight on my left foot. So, when I'm ready to hinge forward, I'm going to reach my arm out forward like I'm going to do a Superman. At the same time, I'm going to keep my right foot off the ground until I'm back upright again. Okay? So it's almost like doing a very slow Superman punch. Like that. Okay? Forward, up. Yeah, that is testing under balance. Especially standing on these martial art mats, it's even harder. Forward, up. Forward, up. Forward, up. Forward, up. Okay? Once you get used to doing this, then you're ready to try it with weight in your hand. Okay? Now, there's no shame in it. You might mess up the first few times. So be careful. You might end up dropping the weight. You might end up stumbling a little bit. So don't do it with really heavy weight. Okay? In fact, I'm going to say this. If balance is not your thing, it is okay to do this with your off hand. Just do it with weight in only in one hand, and the other hand put it against the wall or something to help yourself balance. Okay, that's okay too. So it would look something like I'm going to grab the weight in my left hand. I'm going to have my left foot planted, my right leg back off the ground. Okay, you don't need to lift it up this high. I'm just doing this so you can see on the camera, right? My right hand reach out with my fingertip on the wall to help myself balance. Okay, now I'm going to hinge forward. The weight is now down by my shin. My foot, my right foot is still off the ground. I'm going to hinge up, go down, up, go down, up, go down and up, go down and up. Okay? So it's fine if you have to keep your hand on the wall and just have the weight in one hand and do it that way. If balance is a really big challenge, because after all, it's better to be safe than to hurt yourself or to break something. Now, like I said, I'm not even sure if I can do this properly. I just I just got through being sick. Okay, I'm not feeling 100%, but just so for the sake of the camera Just so you guys not saying that I'm old talk and no action. Have to weight in both hands. So now I'm not going to be able to cheat by keeping my hand on the wall. And we're going to give this a try. Okay? Feet shoulder width apart. Kick our right foot back. Most of the weight go on the left leg. Weight evenly distributed. We're going to hinge, and go down and up. 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 There we go. I definitely feel that in my ankle, which I have always known is my weak point. So by doing this, it forces me to focus on tightening up my calf, my ankle, so I stay standing. Again, make sure you guys work yourself up to this. Okay? Don't start with heavy weight. Don't try to be macho about this, because this is really quite difficult. Thank you for checking out today's episode, and I'll be back again tomorrow for Survival Saturday.